Helen Keller was born in America in 1880. She was about 1.5 years old and she got sick, and her parents were afraid she was going to die, but luckily she got better. But her parents realized that she was deaf and blind now. At this time, a disabled person could have a difficult life. No one thought that Helen would grow up to have a job or be useful. Helen's family were mostly kind to her and tried to make her happy. Her brother was jealous of how she was treated. She was spoiled and badly behaved. She had a sweet tooth, and her parents gave her candy to. But now she was getting older, and her family didn't know what to do. Helen was destroying the house and had no manners. She ate her food with her hands and ate from other people's plates. She knocked things over and threw them in temper, and when she didn't get her own way. Everyone said she needed to be sent away to an asylum, a place for those who could not be kept at home anymore. Her mother didn't like the idea, so she asked for help. Annie Sullivan came. She was sent by her old school for the blind, and where she had been, because Annie had also been blind. An operation let her see again, but she needed glasses. Annie Sullivan was strict and didn't let Helen have her own way anymore. Annie wanted Helen to behave so she could teach her to communicate, but she didn't know how to start. When Helen used sign language, Helen didn't understand what Annie was doing, but Annie he didn't give up. Even when Helen's family gave up hope. Annie spelled out the words for the things around Helen. She made the shapes on Helen's hands again and again. Helen loved a doll that Annie had brought her and Annie spelled DOLL on her hand, but she didn't understand. One day, she realized that what Annie was doing. The first word she understood was water. WATER. By the end of the day, Helen had learned 30 new words, and that was just the beginning. Annie Sullivan is very impressive because she gave up the rest of her life for Helen. Helen became the first deaf-blind person to graduate from Radcliffe College, but she didn't have done it without Annie. Annie signed all her lectures for her. She helped in every way. I sometimes wonder if she ever got bored. Did she want to go away and have her own life? But she stayed by Helen's side, and together they challenged society's view of deaf and blind people. They raised money. He talked to presidents and traveled the world and spoke about the lives of the poor and the need for women to get the vote. Helen's famous for all these things, but I think Annie Sullivan is responsible for everything Helen achieved. Without her knowing of that, none of that would have happened. And she was a great teacher and friend to Helen. Annie died in 1936, and when Helen died in 1968, her ashes were put side by side beside her great friend and teacher.